Hello, everybody. Candlelighting time this evening is 4:01. Yesterday, Thursday, was a very special day in the calendar of Chabad. It was the 10th day of the month of Kislev. That is the day that the second Rebbe of Chabad was freed from incarceration in the Tsarist regime, and that was nothing short of a miracle. The day before, the 9th day of Kislev, is when the second Rebbe of Chabad was born, and it's also the day that he passed away. He passed away actually on his birthday. Now, our Rebbe, who became Rebbe in 1950, in all the years he was Rebbe, he would have special celebrations called a Farbrengen, where thousands of Chassidic Jews would come together, thousands of his followers would come together in the large synagogue in 770, which is the headquarters of the Chabad in Brooklyn, New York, and have a very special celebration in honor of the event for which the Rebbe was celebrating. Now, in 1974, everyone was certain that when it came the 9th day of Kislev, which we said was the birthday and the anniversary of the passing of the second Rebbe, he would have a celebration, especially since it came out on Shabbos, which made it even more special. And the only way they would know if there's going to be a Farbrengen or not would be after services Shabbos morning. The Rebbe would indicate then if there's a Farbrengen or not. Everybody was very surprised that the Rebbe did not indicate that there's a Farbrengen, which means no Farbrengen. Now, in a synagogue a couple of blocks away from 770, there was a very special kiddush going on in a shul, and it was a kiddush in honor of a young boy becoming 13, a bar mitzvah celebration. And the boy's bar mitzvah was Sunday, and the big celebration would be Sunday evening. But on Shabbos, the custom is that the Shabbos before bar mitzvah, you make a kiddush, a very beautiful, like a luncheon after services, and that's what they did. But the people in that shul did not know that there is no Farbrengen in the Rebbe's synagogue, and so after services they sat down to the Farbrengen, but they were eager to leave because they didn't want to come late for the Rebbe's Farbrengen. And the boy, bar mitzvah boy, noticed that people starting to leave, and he was not very happy that this very special moment in his life is going to be over in a matter of minutes. Just then, somebody walked in and announced that there's no Farbrengen in 770. Well, so the people were not in any rush. They were surprised, but they were not in any rush. They sat down and they had a beautiful celebration. They stayed for a long time. They sang and they told stories. They said L'chaim, and the boy said his Dvar Torah, and the boy was in seventh heaven. He had such a wonderful time for his bar mitzvah celebration on the Kiddush. The next day, everybody was certain that for sure the Rebbe is going to have a celebration Farbrengen on Sunday, because that's the 10th of Kislev, when we celebrate the miracle of the Rebbe's freedom from jail in Russia. And being it's not on Shabbos, it could be broadcast so people all over the world can see the Farbrengen. And again, people were very surprised that the Rebbe indicated that there's no Farbrengen. So they found out later the following. The Rebbe knew about this young boy having his bar mitzvah celebration, and he was a very special child. And the Rebbe knew that if he has a Farbrengen on Shabbos, and if he has a Farbrengen on Sunday evening at the same time that the boy has his bar mitzvah celebration, people would be eager and rushing away from the bar mitzvah celebration to come to the Rebbe's Farbrengen. And the Rebbe did not want to take away from this boy's special moment in his life. He didn't want to ruin in any way the joy of celebrating with friends and family a bar mitzvah. So you can see from here the tremendous love, the tremendous affection, the tremendous care and concern the Rebbe has for every single person, even a child, and maybe especially a child. And we can learn how to emulate the Rebbe. And if we are busy with things that we have to do that are very important, at the same time, we have to show care and concern that what we have to do should not diminish and take away from someone's very joyous celebration. Have a wonderful, meaningful, and enjoyable Shabbos.